Hey, you guys. Happy Friday. I hope you're doing well. Okay, before we get down to business, so listen, this is down in the description box in every video. Until the end of the month, you will get 35% off orders of $99 or more. I'm going to show you what they sent me, and I'll do a plug for Otter Spirit. It's the only business that I will promote is Otter Spirit, because I have their products, and their products are quality, 4 and 5 star quality. Okay, as far as I'm concerned, they're 5-star quality. Okay, so they sent me the obsidian sphere. Look at that bad boy. Okay, now I already have, I'm going to have to get another holder because I have a crystal sphere too that I got somewhere else. But so they have spheres, you guys. Okay, besides the bracelets and the necklaces and the earrings, they have spheres, quality spheres. All right, so that's down in the description box. Otter Spirit, click on the link for the Otter Spirit, and you will get that 35% off, $99 or more. And depending on how much you have spent after the 35% off, there's a good chance you get free shipping too. It depends on how much you spend. And shipping's like $5. Okay? So I will do a proper plug for Otter Spirit very soon. And I want you to know that Miss Deborah at Deborah's Blue Tarot is also promoting Otter Spirit. So you choose who you want to get your stuff from. Okay? Me or Miss Deborah. It's not a competition. I promise you, life is not a competition. He who has the most toys wins. He who yells the loudest is rules the room. No. None of that. Okay. And send Miss Deborah some good juju. She has not been feeling well. She was not able to come on to our tarot class last night. Zoom was giving her a hard time. Mercury in retrograde is kicking our butts, especially regarding technology right now, okay? So just be patient. It's the 21st. We have 8 more days of that, and then we'll have the post. It's called the shadow phase. We'll have the post-retrograde shadow phase effects of the retrograde. So you're going to feel that for about another 3-4 weeks, okay? I'm sorry. I'm feeling it too, you guys. Sheesh. It's ridiculous. The weird stuff, the weird things, man. Tell me about the weird technology stuff happening to you. All right, entertainment purposes only. Okay. So it's Friday, so in 2 days, we have our weekly Sunday Live, Healing Truth Tarot Sunday Live at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. All right, time to start talking about Pampered Pets. The next one is on the 30th of November. That is a Sunday as well. So we are going to smack two birdies with one stone, okay? Really, I need to come up with a different saying for that. I like birds. I don't want to kill any birds. I don't want to unalive birds, okay? So we'll accomplish 2 things on the same day. Pampered Pets, Sunday, November 30th. Because remember, Sunday Live is every Sunday. And that's for anybody. And so is this, by the way. We've removed the, you got to be a paid member, blah, blah, blah. No. Everyone, Pampered Pets. If you want to talk to your little furry things or scaly things or feathered things. Okay? Yes, we had the tarot class, and we're not taking anybody else out. We're already into number 2, part 2. All right, we did that last night. It was a beautiful thing, people. We worked on the wands or rods or whatever you want to call them. We worked on the wands suit last night. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. No more people can join because the room only holds 50 people, okay? But if we record, all right? So if you want to take the class through the recordings, like I would send you recording number 1, part 1, and recording for part 2, and so on, but you'd have to remind me every week to do so, or every other week to do so, okay? This is every 2 weeks, the tarot class. Gives you plenty of time to practice on your cards if you're a member of the tarot class. So the same thing, the same rules apply for taking the class through watching the replays. $25 unless you are a paid member here on YouTube or a paid subscriber on Substack. And when you contact me, be honest if you're not either one of those things, okay? Just be honest with me. I can work out anything with anybody if they're telling the truth, okay? So, that's that. Contact me if you are interested in joining the class through only the recorded sessions, okay? All right. So if you need a tarot deck, please contact Denise, okay? Denise is a very active member of this community. DLKiles@yahoo.com. Pause the video if you need to and write that down. I have a couple of the decks. I have the Art Nouveau. Let me show you. I have the Art Nouveau. And I have the stained glass. And I had a heck of a time trying to find that bad boy last night. Here it is, stained glass. I was looking for it last night. Okay, I have those 2 decks. And there's more. There's a Learning Tarot, Rider-Waite Tarot, and there's a Gilded, which is kind of a golden color. A Gilded. And that would be the Learning. Right. No, I'm sorry. This is the Gilded right here. Sorry about that. Sorry, Denise. That's the Gilded right there. This one I do not have. That is Tarot Mucha. Okay? All right. So, contact Miss Denise, and she will send you the link. If you are a paid member here or a paid subscriber on Substack, let her know that, and she will give you free shipping. Now, initially, you will pay for the shipping, but she will reimburse you for the shipping. Okay? Part of the reason she wants you to contact her, so she knows who to give the shipping to. Okay? All right, and then also from Miss Denise, this is a digital download website, The Fool's Dog. Okay? You can pause the video if you need to and read that, but I'm going to read it to you as well. All right, so here we have, you can choose from dozens of decks. The cost is $3.99 to $5.99, and I've done this. Not this specific one, but I've done this, and I really liked it. It works on Apple or Android. Preset spreads, or you can use your own. Animated shuffle and cut. Reverse cards option. And customizable card meanings. Most include unabridged books, which means they include the guidebooks. Most of them. Okay? So if you're in need of a guidebook to go with your deck, your digital deck, make sure that that is available. Okay? All right. That's that, and that's enough. So we're going to read on the result, what's going to be the results of Rump Roast with all these unaliving threats. These people are crazy, okay? They are not right. And sometimes I'll say that, I'll go like I'll say like my kid, my boy, he's not right. And I'm joking, but I'm not joking right now. This ain't funny. This is not humorous in any way, shape, or form. They are not right, okay? How now, a lot of you heard that Gia played, right? That audio that Gia played, and he was threatening to do effing this or do effing that, or I'm taking you effing down with me, and blah, blah, blah. And I just want to make a reminder. Why would he go through all that, yet he, quote unquote, would supposedly sign off on those documents being released? He can't have it both ways here. They can't have it both ways here. I don't even like to talk about him in the present tense. They cannot have it both ways. So who says that audio was from recently? We hear something like that. Oh my God, he's still, functioning because he made a we have an audio of him who says things are happening that we do not understand. And I don't need to wrap my brain around him not being physically functional to trust my guides. I have to trust my guides and what they say. Every video of him, he looks different. We can see that right in front of our eyes. Why aren't we paying attention to that? Just saying. Just saying. So we're going to use the Desert Dreams Tarot, and this is part of the English Pastoral. It's like a series of these types of decks. It's about nature. They're nature-based. And this is the Desert Dreams. Okay, so let's bring it down. Next video, we will channel Lee Harvey Oswald. I don't think I've done him yet. I'm going to check before I go ahead and do that, I think. Because there's other people. But I'm going to check and see if he's in my videos already. So I don't remember who I do. I have to look. When someone says, hey, can you channel this guy? I have to put it in my own channel search to see to see if I did that guy or Dale. All right, here we go. Alrighty then. These have already been shuffled thoroughly. Take my word for it. I'm not going to do the normal shuffle because it causes me pain. Alrighty then, the Hanged Man. Well, they're not sure what to do about it. Spirit team keeps saying treason, treason, treason. Or hang him up by his ankles. Treason. The only people, my goodness, the only people starting W of the A of the R are the M of the A of the G of the A's. Those are the only people starting any type of W of the A of the R's. We call those the Big Bang. The W of the A of the R is the Big Bang. And then we have the Sun card. So things are coming out no matter what he says or what they say. No matter what. This stuff is coming out. And I saw some posts, and I only read a couple but I was guided to read a couple of responses or comments on a video where it was talking about him supposedly saying all these things about, unaliving members of Congress and SCOTUS people and all kinds of stuff, right? And somebody made a comment. It was very inappropriate, and the content of it was very inappropriate. They're like, yeah, well, expect to see when you see those documents, expect to see a bunch of black lines, ha ha ha, with a bunch of, the faces where they're, it's so funny, I'm crying tears. Those little faces, right? Turn sideways. That's inappropriate. None of this is funny. By the way, if you see a MAGA comment, feel free to report them. Okay? Page of Wands. Messages coming out. Messages, pages, messages coming out anyway. The sun shining on the messages that are coming out and causing actions to be taken because of those messages. So we got all kinds of messages going on. We have unalive threats. From the person who's supposed to be the most powerful person in the world. Not. I don't think so. Not the most powerful person in the world. And not above anything. Everyone answers to someone. Everyone. So we have the Magician pulling the rabbit out of the hat. Finagling things to make something work. Magicians transmute energies. They turn lead into, you know, turning lead into gold and such. Nine of Wands, wounded warrior. People are fed up. People are just done. Now you're threatening to unalive me. That's it. That's the last straw. It's not a game. This is not a game. And this is what this regime sees. All of this is a game. And they find it humorous. Ten of Wands, heavy load. Lightening a burden. Knight of Swords. This knight is bringing the truth. That is this knight's task, is to bring the truth. Swords, clarity, truth. Also intellect. The intellect that works with the magician. The intellect that works with the magician. Pulling the rabbit out of the hat. Figuring out a way for this regime to be gone. Then we have the Four of Cups. Four of Cups is about loss. Focusing on the loss instead of what's right in front of us. I'm going to tell you something. Even if my spirit team is wrong about the not being physically functional thing, I'll own that. I'm just relaying messages. Two of Cups, making choices, partnerships, emotional partnerships. People are going to have to get together to make this removal happen. You know, remember, when it comes to bullies, there's always a bigger badass in that bully. Okay, we have the Five of Wands. It's arguing and fighting, commotion, attacking. The Empress, birthing something new. Knight of Pentacles. Pentacles are about power. Knights complete a task. And my spirit team is telling me removing that power. The Last Judgment. That's a judgment card. Receiving what you put out. Them receiving what they put out. Receiving a consequence for their actions. Whether it's a man-made consequence or a natural consequence, and Spirit Team just said both. Oh my goodness, you can't make this stuff up. Justice. Justice is about creating a balance through comeuppance. And everybody does get their comeuppance, whether it's good, bad. Whether it's deemed to be good or bad. You realize that's what that's all about, right? That karma thing. Still don't like that word, so sick of hearing that word. But this thing that we call karma is about restoring balance. It's not about being punished. It's about restoring balance. So we had the Empress, and now we have the Emperor. There's balance right there. Justice for the Emperor. I'll put all them together, even if you can't see them. And then we have the Seven of Cups. This was on the bottom of the deck when I first time I started shuffling. The Seven of Cups. This is about confusion, and that's what all this ridiculousness is about, is creating confusion and diversion. Well, if I threaten people, they'll take the focus away from those documents. Nothing has taken the focus away from those documents. Hello, take a hint, right? They need to take a hint. It's not working for you. We should send our healing vibes to the victims, right? So let's all send our healing vibes to the victims. Send our love to the victims. Swift forward movement. Moving through chaos. Moving through chaos. Seven of Cups. The Chariot, moving through chaos. You can see it coming. And so can the regime. The regime sees the removal coming. Of course they do. Every time they notice it consciously, that's when they start grappling for a foothold to pull themselves out of that pit they're falling down into. And then we have the Five of Pentacles. The Emperor gets justice, left out in the cold. Five of Pentacles. There's no key on the outside here, and you can't get those pentacles off that door. There's always going to be a power greater than the greatest power. Always. Or the power that thinks it's the greatest. The sheer arrogance of these people. Knight of Wands. This knight, it comes to... He comes to, again, knight's performing task, and this knight, he's about causing movement. Thank you. Causing a movement. Causing a movement forward. Chariot, movement forward. The knight causing that movement forward. And the King of Wands. Okay, so the King of Wands is not afraid to take that movement forward. He's secure within himself. He's secure within his regime, okay, or his kingdom. I shouldn't have said regime. Sorry about that. He's comfortable within his kingdom. He knows how to take action. He knows what actions to take. And this is the attitude that these politicians need to take. Stop with the, I'm so afraid. Okay, the only thing you need to be afraid of is if you were involved in this epi crap. Then, yeah, you should be afraid. But the rest of you, what is your problem? What is he going to do? He opened his mouth and threatened people with unaliving. He tattled on himself. Now you all have the information that you need to protect yourself. And I'm just beyond understanding how doing what he says is protecting yourself anymore, because you're complicit and in your cooperative. You're cooperating with this idiot. That's on you. You put in more. The more you cooperate, the bigger your hole. the deeper your hole you're digging. The digger your hole, you guys. The deeper you're digging your hole when you cooperate. And then we have the Star, and that is renewed faith and trust. Okay? Something new on the horizon. Something better. Okay. That was pretty good. Pretty good reading. If I do say so myself. All right, you guys. I'm going to go check and make sure I didn't do Lee Harvey Oswald. And if I did, I'll find somebody else. I guess we're going to find out, huh? Much love, many blessings. I'll see you in the funny papers.